One clap. All right, here we go. So we are in 9th grade health, and we're doing a unit on relationships. And these couple lessons are on, well, the last week has been on communication, healthy relationships. And we're going to do some reviewing of our vocabulary. So I'm going to put the learning target up again. And why don't you take a second, and each of you has your note-taking guided notes in front of you. So why don't you go ahead and write that learning target at the top of your note-taking guide to be reminded of that.
Do you have another one?
Well, look on with a neighbor, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll just read it. I will demonstrate my understanding of the skills needed for effective communication by responding in my journal and drawing/illustrating a group poster. So let's go over, and if you'll take notes along as and I'm going to have some of you read these for me. It's having multiple voices is much more interesting. Okay, so first of all, we're talking about communication. Communication, the process of sharing information, thoughts, or feelings. All right. Somebody read active listening for me. Okay.
Active listening is focusing your full attention on what the other person is saying and letting that person know you understand and care.
Okay. So fill in your blanks on active listening. And if you have any questions as we go along, do not hesitate to ask. Maybe you had some questions left over from yesterday that you didn't get a chance to ask. You can ask them now. Okay. iMessages. Somebody else. Read what an iMessage is.
An iMessage is a statement that expresses your feelings but does not blame or judge the other person. For example, you can say to a friend, I am upset that we didn't talk last night.
Okay. Can anybody give me another example of an iMessage?
I am jealous Susanna's handwriting is better than mine.
How would you say that to her in an iMessage?
Just like that, I am jealous of your handwriting. It's much better than mine.
She is expressing her feelings without blaming the other person. Very good. All right. Assertiveness. What is assertiveness? Who wants to read this one? How about somebody in the back table?
Sure. Assertiveness, a term that describes people who are able to stand up for themselves while expressing their feelings in a way that does not threaten other people.
Okay. So, if you, as opposed to assertive, there's also passive or aggressive. So passive, it would be holding back your feelings. So what, anybody have any thoughts of what might happen if you're just a completely passive person?
You get walked over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, do you have to make everybody's lunches in the morning at your house? Hypothetically.
Very nice example. Good job. How about, or are you aggressive? Do you communicate opinions and feelings in a way that may seem threatening? So that's fairly self-explanatory, I think. Or are you assertive? When you're assertive, you're able to stand up for yourself. Did anybody need this up there still to finish their notes? Does everybody have it? Thumbs up? Thank you. Okay. All right, body language. Somebody read body language for me. Thank you.
Body language includes posture, gestures, facial expressions, and body movements.
Okay. Can somebody give me an example of body language, either positive or negative? I see an example, a physical example right there. What does that say when you have your arms folded?
If you're closed off, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you like.
Anybody else? Other thing?
Yeah. Like when you stand up straight and have good posture, it makes you look confident.
Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely. Okay. Says most Americans expect you to make eye contact or meet their gaze when you talk to them. But some cultures, making eye contact in some situations is a sign of disrespect. That's kind of an interesting little fact. Okay, and then our last vocabulary word, cooperation. Let's read the last one. Front table? I don't know if I've heard from you guys over here.
Cooperation is working together toward a common goal.
All right. Everybody on the team must meet the responsibilities and trust others to meet theirs. So there is a good little segue into our project that we're going to do now. So you can you can use your notes for this. You might want to refer to them. What we're going to do is everybody has a set of pens and poster board, and you can get in groups of about 3. Some of you more or less, depending on how much poster board you have at your table. I think you guys will just have a slightly bigger group. You guys have 2? So break yourselves up into groups of 3. I have a couple little, before I finish explaining what you're doing, I have a couple little, shoot. I don't know how to get back to it. There we go. I have a couple little comics. My 18-year-old thought these were hilarious, so I'm going to share them with you.
Yeah.
Alright, so this one says, does anybody know this comic? I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. What's for dinner? Oh, pretty good, thanks. I finally got all that closet organized. What time do we eat? Oh, I'm a little tired and my back hurts, of course, but I'm fine, really. Can I have a snack? Sure, honey, I'd love your help. Is your hearing okay? Because you're not answering any of the questions I'm asking. Right, tonight I'm just answering the questions you should be asking. Personally, I find it refreshing. Let's see. Oh, speaking of eye contact, this is what guys versus girls. A lot of body language there. Jeremy, have you been listening to me? Yes, well, no, but I am now. If you said anything important over the past few years, this would be a great time to repeat it. All right, so what you're gonna do, a little food for thought there. You're going to draw, it can be stick figures, it doesn't matter. It's not about the art. Just gonna draw a poster that represents some kind of conversation, and you label it. Talk about, like, do they have eye contact, what their body language is, are they saying anything, are they cooperating? So it can be between 2 people, it can be between more people. It's totally up to you. So just decide as a group, and then we'll share. If we depending on how much time we have.
5 minutes?
5 minutes? Okay. So why don't we take 3 or 4 and then have 1 or 2 share your posters at the end. Does anybody have any questions? Did I give you enough information? Yes? So use your notes and try to incorporate as many of those items labeled or within your poster. And I'll come around if you have any questions.
Situation. So all I can think of is somebody at a concert holding up the singer as he rides the crowd as like cooperation because they don't want to drop him.
Okay.
That's all I can think of.
That would be fun. I don't know if we can incorporate many of the other.
He's happy. You can have a happy face.
Facial expression. Ooh, maybe some passive people who don't want to hold the person. They don't have to
stand up to the side.
All right. Let's go for it.
Okay.
All right. You want to
Show the guy
a big person? Okay.
How big am I drawing? So this is the guy that's surfing.
It's gonna have to be a big dude if a lot of people are holding him up.
Well, they can just kind of give me
Long
some
arms.
I can draw around it. Maybe that's a skeletal system.
Yep. Make him large.
But we're trying to figure out.
Like really bring him out wide.
Oh my god.
There we go.
He looks like a Michelin Man.
Yeah. This is awesome.
There we go.
Yes.
Now all the other people can join in.
A beak?
So what kind of
Okay.
He's Birdman.
Alright, I'm gonna draw a non-participant. A non-participant. Alright, I'll draw.
I'll keep decorating my guy. Maybe I can make this into an area.
Could have someone like
Long arms. So happy about it.
Maybe this guy's like,
Maybe they're all kind of standing.
Oh, we should draw one that's like falling over because it's so heavy. I don't know what that would. Or like one arm.
Can I have the black marker?
Yes.
Should we do passive aggressive? Maybe he's still participating, but he's upset about it.
Oh yeah. All right. You want to draw one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, neutral face.
2 minutes.
Okay.
I'm neutral.
Alright. That's the passive, right? Or no, that kind of be like
Drawing is just good for management.
assertive.
Sorry,
We can make her upset really.
down as many as possible. Oh no. A minute.
Is this person aggressive though? Are they aggressive?
Our body posture increases confidence. Wow. Positive. Yeah.
In the same way.
You should probably be trying to
I see this. Go Curtis.
Yeah. You need to label what's going on.
What?
I don't think he's actively listening. Am I correct in that? Yeah, and the cat's being aggressive. Oh. Aggressive cat. Yeah.
Are you avoiding eye contact?
Everybody ready to share part of theirs? I know you're probably not all totally done, but is anybody finished enough to share?
We're ready.
Okay, share. Go ahead. What do you guys have?
Okay, so we just, Emily and I just finished classroom management, and there's this video. It's called the Power Pose. And so we did it, and it's based off of Wonder Woman, and people who went into the bathroom for 30 seconds close the stall door and did this Wonder Woman pose actually landed their job interviews because they had confidence. So your body language increases confidence. So I recommend going to the stall, don't do it in front of everybody. Do the Wonder Woman pose when you're interviewing for a teaching job.
Thanks.